Since the second night of Passover, the Jewish people around the world have been counting the Omer. This is a period of reflection and spiritual preparation. As we state each day, the freedom that came with the exodus from Egypt was incomplete until we received the Torah at Mount Sinai. And in order to link these two events, we count the Omer, the 49 days between Pesach and Shavuot. While Shavuot is still a few weeks away, tomorrow night, Thursday, April 29th, corresponding to the 18th of ER, marks the beginning of Lag BaOmer, the 33rd day of the Omer. There are a few explanations why we celebrate Lag BaOmer, but none are necessarily definitive. The most often cited explanation our tradition offers comes from the Talmud, teaching that during this period, a plague killed 24,000 of Rabbi Akiva's students because they did not treat each other with respect. Lag BaOmer is also said to be connected with the story of the Bar Kokhba revolt, whose spiritual leader was Rabbi Akiva and whose military leader was known as Bar Kokhba. In the year 132 of the Common Era, Bar Kokhba led a ferocious but unsuccessful revolt against the Roman rule in Judea. And Akiva had pinned his hopes on a political victory over Rome, and many of his students joined him in backing this revolt. And when it ultimately failed, tens of thousands were killed. So it is possible that the Talmudic rabbis, who were still suffering under Roman rule at the period that it is written, and cautious about referring openly to past rebellions, may have been hinting at these deaths when they spoke of a plague among Akiva's students. In either case, Lag BaOmer has become a day of Jewish celebration, for it was identified as the day on which the deadly plague, or the killing, came to an end. It is for this reason that the semi-mourning period of the Sefarat HaOmer concludes on Lag BaOmer. And exploring a different flavor of Jewish tradition, the Kabbalists also give a more mystical interpretation to the Omer period as a time of spiritual cleansing and preparation for receiving the Torah on Shavuot. These days and weeks of counting, they say, represent various combinations of the Sefarot, the divine emanations, whose contemplation ultimately leads to the purity of mind and purity of soul. And so the somberness of this period reflects the seriousness of its spiritual pursuits. So how do we celebrate Lag BaOmer? In a usual year, many families would go on picnics and family outings. We often see many weddings taking place on this day as well. But perhaps the most well-known custom is the lighting of huge bonfires throughout Israel and worldwide. I remember when I lived in Israel that we had to make sure our windows were closed so that we did not get our apartment smelling like smoke. However, like nearly every other Jewish holiday during this pandemic, this year we have to use a little imagination and creativity to celebrate this joyful day. I am personally very excited to be joining Holy Blossom's Lag BaOmer virtual bonfire tomorrow evening. It's on Thursday, April 29th at 7 p.m. So we hope that you will join us for a virtual bonfire and open mic night. We will be hanging around the fire, eating snacks, singing along with our very own Avishai Saul, Camp George's lead song leader for the upcoming summer. While we are hoping that many of our young families will be joining us, there is no age limit and all are welcome. So please bring your friends. We'd love to host you and celebrate Lag BaOmer together. If you are inclined, we'd also love to invite anyone to bring something they would like to share. You could play a song or tell a story or a joke. You could do a magic trick or share a poem. Anything really goes. We'll have a sign-up sheet at the beginning of the program, and we hope that you will engage and participate with us. For Zoom links and for more information, please check out the link which is posted below this video message. And I hope to see you there. Wishing you an early Chag Sameach and hoping that everyone out there is staying healthy. Be well.